This series of exercises will be challenging trunk extension actively. So we've already gone through passive trunk extension, which would be the cobras, the sphinx pose, basically pressing up and letting the lower back stretch out in a passive way in extension. Now we're hitting the save button on this range of motion, right? We're trying to pull ourselves actively into extension, therefore gaining ownership of that range of motion. So for these next series of exercises, again, we want to monitor our symptoms, make sure they stay around a 3 or 4, if not less. And they should be quite challenging, right? So these muscles that we're going to be working on here are typically the muscles that we think of using and practicing using when we're trying to develop better posture. So with the next few exercises here, make sure that your symptoms stay pretty low, but also try to make sure that you're working pretty hard for these ones. This exercise is called prone hip extension. Prone just refers to the position of lying down on your stomach. So let's get started there. Good, so we're gonna start here on your stomach. You can have your hands underneath your head for some support if you'd like. The most important part is that this leg here is gonna straighten all the way out and we're gonna lift it up towards the ceiling. Notice my toes are pointed down towards the floor and my knee is really locked out. I'm not letting that knee bend too much here. Our goal is to engage the glute and the hamstring down here in this leg. So you can rest your head down on the floor or on your hands, straighten that leg that you want to lift, and then lift it up towards the ceiling. Now notice, I'm not allowing too much motion to occur down here at the lower back, right? So I'm not really arching my back off the floor in order to make that happen. I'm keeping it pretty neutral here, right? I just want to use my hip muscles, my glutes and my hamstrings to make this motion happen, right? So lifting, I'm probably only getting about 6 inches off the floor, and that's okay. I'm feeling a pretty intense contraction right here in the glute and the hamstring. So lift, hold for about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and set it down. And repeat for as many times as you can until the hamstring and glute feel like they're feeling a little bit fatigued. Okay, repeat for as many times as seems necessary. Usually I'll go for about 3-second holds for 5 repetitions, and I'll do 2 to 3 sets.